Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over a foundation that I ordered. I'm going to go over a foundation that I ordered from Danessa Myricks. If you don't know who she is a photographer, makeup artist. She's got her own makeup line. She's pretty popular on Instagram. She's really just amazing. She was self-taught. And she just has like this great, like bubbly personality. I seriously encourage you, if you're on Instagram, to go follow her. So anyway, back to the foundation. So I ordered 2 samples from her website. And the foundation that I'm talking about is called Vision Cream Cover. So now the samples come in like a concealer kind of packaging, let's say. It typically comes, the foundation, like full size, comes in something like this. Let me show you. This is the illuminating veil. I'm going to save that for a different video. But it comes kind of in a packaging like this. It's tall. It's an extremely, extremely full coverage foundation. I played with it Sunday because we were going out somewhere and I was like, oh, try the makeup on. So I'm going to tell you that right now. It's very full coverage. It's a pretty, it's kind of a thick formula. So you only need a little bit and it will kind of blend out. So I'll show you. I have 2 shades because I wasn't sure what shade would work for me. So I ordered N04 and N04 and N4.5. So one is slightly like pinkier, I would say. If you could see, this is the 4.5 and this is the 4. If you look at it, it's slightly pinkier than the other one. So these samples are $5 on her website. I figured that was a pretty good deal because at the end of the day, these would make for good concealer. So that's how I justified the purchase. So I just want to show you guys because I'm literally just dotting the tiniest bit, but I'm going to show you how it blends out. So let me just get in here for you guys. This is the 04. That's crazy. And then this is the 4.5. So this is 4.5 and this is 4. And you could see on the swatch that the 4 is just slightly peachier, pinkier. So I'm going to apply it to my face and I'm going to show you how much I'm going to use for my face. And when I said before that it's got a thick formula and it's full coverage, I recommend using, if you don't have an oil to kind of mix into it to shear it out a little bit, I highly recommend using some kind of sponge. This is the one from Wet n Wild. It's really good because you guys know I like to use my hands. I tried it and I put it on with my hands and I was like, ooh, that looks really heavy. And then when I used the sponge to kind of spread it out and shear it down a little bit, the coverage and the finish was so beautiful. So let's get into the demo. I'm going to use 4.5. That's the one that works better for my skin tone. And I'm going to take whatever's on here. That is literally all I need for my face. I'm not even joking. So now I want to try something different. I had applied it straight from this. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll do one side with my hand and kind of press it, and I'll use the Beauty Blender. And then on this side, I'm just going to use a little bit of an oil to kind of shear it out. I'm curious to see what that finish is like. So see, the same amount that I put in before, and I'm just kind of spreading it out because now I'm going to apply it to my face, and you guys will see. The coverage is crazy, and you just need a little bit. So see how that one little dot that I use to pick up on my finger is already covering my whole cheek area. And I'm going to take the sponge and I'm just going to press. Covered up like my whole cheek. And I'm just gonna add just a little bit here. I'm just slightly red. And you can layer this on top. Like once you've put it on, if you feel you need more coverage, you can layer it on. But like I said, definitely work in kind of thin layers because it is very full coverage. Yeah, it's very full coverage. So again, I'm still working off the back of my hand, that little bit that I swatched. And I'm just pressing it in where I'm just a little bit red. It can be layered on nicely. I'm not going to take it all the way up to my forehead because my forehead is pretty dark right now. All right, now whatever's left over on the back of my hand, I'm just going to mix in just a little bit of an oil. I'm going to be using my squalene oil from The Ordinary, and I literally just, I don't know if you guys can see, it's going to get runny. I just dotted it over. And I'm just going to blend it into the foundation. Again, I'm still working off of that little swatch that I put on my hand, and see how it kind of like sheared it out. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply it on this side. That may have sheared it out a little bit too much, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more next to it. I'm just going to like dot like that. Okay, yeah. So see, it's sheared it out, but it's a little thicker. So the side with the oil is definitely more dewy looking because it's got an oil. I think I'm actually preferring the coverage from the side that it was just the sponge, like the damp sponge. I'm not sure if I like the one with the oil. Or maybe I'm just using the wrong oil, but that's really the only oil I have on hand. So, but it's got a lot of coverage, like it's totally blown away. I think for myself, because I don't use like a heavy foundation and I really don't use foundation every day, I think the sample size might actually be pretty good for me. I don't see myself going through like a big foundation, but I like the finish. I think it looks really, it looks really nice. For being full coverage, again, it's all going to depend on how you apply it. But when you're using a full coverage foundation, if you use a sponge, it's going to make it look more skin-like, which I do like. I'm going to take the shade 4, and I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes just to kind of conceal, just kind of warming it up between my fingers. And I'm just going to cover this up. You guys can see I have some darkness. That like concealed everything. So again, it's full coverage, but it still looks nice. And the finish will stay like this. I wore it the other day. Maybe I'll do a wear test today and see how it lasts all day. Personally, I think that those of you who are looking for high coverage or full coverage, whether if you have like hyperpigmentation or, you have redness, I think this is a great foundation. If those are like your concerns, or even if you want to use it as like a spot kind of corrector or concealer, actually not a corrector, a concealer, because again, it's going to cover a lot. Or on days where you're gonna go out and you just want like a full face, you know, I think that's when this kind of foundation is appropriate. Or if you are a makeup artist and you just need a couple of like different ranges in your kit, I think it's a great foundation to have. So it all depends on your level of coverage and what you want. So for myself, every day, I wouldn't use it every day. I would use it more like if I'm going out, if I have an event, or, you know, maybe on a day where I just need extra coverage. But it's definitely, it's a beautiful foundation. And I think if you go on her website, she's got a decent like range, and then she's got like correctors and certain colors that will either lighten any foundation or darken it. So again, this was created by a makeup artist. So she had like, what does every makeup artist need like in her mind? So I can appreciate that. Like as a makeup artist, I could definitely appreciate a line like this because there's just so much versatility. I do have 2 more videos coming up covering 2 other products that I ordered. I just didn't want to combine it all into one video because it's going to be too much information and just, you know, it's a lot to take in. So I will definitely continue reviewing the products that I got. But just wanted to share this one with you guys. I think it's great. And just so you guys know, it's $5 for like a sample. I mean, you do have to pay shipping for it. If you have any questions or you're curious about like what else I would recommend from the line, you know, leave a comment down below. I'm happy to help. So yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you think. I like it. I like the finish. And I like that I'm able to get it to like a sheer kind of application. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not big on full makeup being full coverage, but I like that I can manipulate the coverage basically. So, all right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. So this is after like 8 hours of wear. I'm just going to get in a little bit close. And you could see the foundation wore nice. I mean, I got shiny like on my forehead, but that's typical with almost any foundation. So, yeah. All right.